Hello, welcome to the second edition of the Spring 2011 Haskell News. I'm Elena Strobel. Almost every student looks forward to a snow day during their academic career. For students here at Haskell, however, it has become a regular occurrence over the past few weeks. Ricky Barkowski has more on the story.
It's been a less than ideal start for this spring semester. Blizzard conditions and winter storm warnings have forced Haskell campus to shut down 4 times, and as well as having 3 early releases. Although this may seem like a dream come true, some Haskell students feel that these interruptions are anything but a blessing.
At one end, you're glad there's no school and you get really giddy because you don't have to do anything, but as a student, it's like, it's not good because you just, I look for a good excuse to, hold off on homework or not do it or wait till the last second, and it always sucks, like right now, that's what I'm doing in here. I'm doing last minute homework, let's do it tomorrow. And of course I'm thinking, I always try to do everything bit by bit, but the snow day just kind of ruined my whole kind of schedule, and that just throws me off.
It was good that we didn't get to have classes, and got to catch up on other stuff. Sleeping was a big one. But the thing, or studying, coming to the library all the time, to study, and they didn't have those kind of different facilities open, like the library, the Jim Thorpe Gym.
The big question now is, will these cancellations force Haskell students to make up for lost time at the end of the semester?
Well, as long as we don't have any more major storms that require cancellation, we're in good shape. I'm happy to report that we won't be canceling spring break for students or anything like that. As I said, we do build days into the academic calendar every year, and we're not anticipating any additional major storms. So the faculty in service will go on as planned, as will spring break, and we're good.
With a little luck, Haskell students should now be able to continue their spring semester studies without any further interruptions due to weather. This is Ricky Barkowski, Haskell News.
Haskell had their Welcome Back Powwow at the Coffee Complex. We asked students what they thought about the event.
I think the powwow is really cool. I'm happy that there's a big turnout. I'm happy that there's the vendors here too, because I've really been missing home cooked food and having some fry bread.
Oh, it was good. I haven't danced in a while, actually. It's been 2 years since I've danced. And I'm glad I got asked to do this because my dad can't dance anymore, so I'm glad I can dance instead, in his place.
At the end of the powwow, there was a student giveaway. Students rushed to grab the goodies. The new year brings new policies to the library's computer lab. This semester, a new printing policy has been implemented in the library. No longer can students receive free copies from the lab. Instead, a program has been installed that allows students to credit and manage the amount themselves. Computer lab supervisor Perry Graves explains.
What they call a paper cut software, and basically the software keeps track of credits and how the printing, and automatically deducts off of the software. You can any lab staff member can post into the account, or if we aren't present, then they could go up to the front desk and
Before the colonization of North America, it is believed that there were over 1,000 native languages being spoken. Today, less than 200 of these remain. At Haskell Indian Nations University, there are 2 native language courses being taught, Cherokee and Lakota. Haskell reporter Eli Anderson spoke with Mr. Andy Girty about his Cherokee language class.
I came here as a Haskell employee back in December 23rd, 1959. I remember it was 2 days before Christmas when I got here. And I went to school here when it was Haskell Institute back in 1955, 56, and 57. And I was taking graphic arts classes at that time. And I graduated from graphic arts in 1957. In 1957, September 1957, I got drafted in military service. I went into military service. A couple of years, I got out of military service with honorable discharge. After military service, I got a call from Haskell Haskell Institute at that time. I don't know if I would be interested in coming to work for Haskell. And I said, yeah, I'll just take it. I'll take that job. So I've been here since December 23rd, 1959. And so I've been here ever since. I started teaching graphic arts here at Haskell. So I was here till November 1990. I left here. I retired here. And after I was retired, for about 9-10 months, almost a year, Haskell called me back. I don't know if I would be interested in teaching language courses here at Haskell. They told me to come here and teach 2 semesters till they found somebody. So that was about 15 years ago, and I'm still here. I guess they're still looking for somebody. Students that come here that know their own language, and you know that's real good for them. You know, you never know when you need to use that in your language, and especially in praying. You know, the elders used to tell me, if you ever call to pray for people or pray, they used to say, pray with your native tongue first, then finish up with your English tongue. So yeah, I think Indian language is kind of, elders used to say Indian language is a sacred language. So I think it's pretty well true there. Yeah, because Indian people are pretty closely related to the natural world. Yeah, so they understand. You know. Try to inspire Indian students. But this is, you know, as I told them that I came to school when it was Haskell Institute. Now we're a college, university, and that means Indian people want higher education, better education, and you know Haskell is practically almost free education for Indian people. So if you have that opportunity, you know, you better take advantage of it. And so education is an important thing for Indian people, for their health, and for their families, and whatever. You know, Indian people is really, if they're educated, they get the education that they need to have. They're going to make it in this world.
Mr. Girty has been teaching Haskell students for about 50 years. Along with teaching his native Cherokee language, he also shares with students traditions and stories. Reporting from Haskell News, I'm Eli Anderson.
This January 29th, Haskell students celebrated the 150th birthday of the state of Kansas. This event, sponsored by Kansas Corps and the Haskell Intertribal Cultural Club, was held at the Haskell Auditorium. Guest speakers talked about the history of Kansas and Haskell's role in it. There was a native fashion show displaying different tribal wear of the different nations represented on campus. Faculty instructors Denise Luiso, Dan Wildcat, and Vanita Chenault gave presentations on the tribe of Kansas. Also, a documentary was shown on the Kickapoo tribe of Kansas. On January 28th, Haskell basketball teams hosted Central Christian College of Kansas at Coffin Complex. The Lady Indians were first to match up between the two teams, which was looking to be a good game, but Haskell started off to an early lead and pulled away. The Lady Indians romped Central Christian 64-40. as Jamie Sun Eagle was the lead scorer with 19 points and was 5-9 behind the arc. The Lady Indians were 5-4 in league play and 10-11 overall. Students enjoyed the intermission activities as they dashed for cash and the cash giveaway, which was a popular draw to the basketball game. Haskell men's team looked to match the ladies' victory with one of their own. After a fast-paced start, the game slowed down and became somewhat more tactical. Even the refs and coaches could feel the tension as the game went down to the last possession to decide the game, with Haskell coming up short, 73-77. After the Central Christian loss, the men's team, now at 207th in the league and 6-19 overall. Both teams began road swings with games at York and College of the Ozarks. Thank you for watching this edition of Haskell News. I'm Elena Strobel. And don't forget to check us out on Facebook.